If you love hurricanes, daiquiris, and, well, any rum cocktail, listen up. Captain Morgan's about to shake things up like never before. We're talking Bourbon Street, New Orleans, home to legendary drinks and unforgettable moments. But what if we told you the most iconic cocktails here have one thing in common? Hint, it's not bourbon. That's right, it's rum. And Captain Morgan is bringing unforgettable fun to Bourbon Street in a way you won't want to miss. Get ready for something big as we gear up for Super Bowl 59. Make sure to keep your eyes on NOLA's most iconic street. Who knows, Bourbon Street might just need a new name. Stay tuned for clues and get ready for the most legendary adventure yet. Please drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spice Rum, 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Hey, Whitey.
Yeah, Gable.
Where's Paul?
On the other end of the roof talking to Marge.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Leave the lovebirds alone for a while. What's the rush?
Look, I've been waiting 7 years, Whitey.
Paul and me have been waiting too, Gable. We wouldn't split that 50 grand until you got out. That was our agreement, remember?
Yeah, sure.
The cops grabbed you for the job. We held on to the dough until you got out. Well, we've been holding it.
All right, where is it?
Well, Paul cashed the dough in for bonds and hit him. Don't worry, they're safe.
Who worries?
Well, the way you...
Wonder where my girlfriend is.
Now, she'll be here. Oh, hey, here comes Marge, Paul's girlfriend.
Where's Paul?
Well, I thought he was with you.
Well, he was until a couple of minutes ago. Maybe he went downstairs.
Oh, we've been standing here in front of the only exit.
Now, look, boys, I left him just for a couple of minutes to go watch that plane. If he isn't up here, he must have walked down.
Well, maybe he jumped.
No.
Well, he didn't walk down.
I'm going to look down into the street.
Where you going, Whitey?
Well, I'm going to look on this side of the building.
He's not down here.
Well, he's not here either.
Hey, what goes on?
I don't understand this. Paul isn't up here. There's no place for him to hide, and we looked down and couldn't see him.
Well, so what?
So it means he's disappeared into thin air.
Want a beer with flavor? A flavor that's delightfully, deliciously different? Try that smooth beer. Try Champagne Velvet, the beer with the $1 million flavor.
Thank you, my friend, for a very happy suggestion. It's worth repeating. Try that smooth beer. But Champagne Velvet is more than just that. It's a beer with a rare and unusual flavor combination. It's bright and sparkling from foam to finish. It's light and lively with a clear, clean taste that makes you sure it's pure. And best of all, it has the rich, robust, and full-bodied flavor that stamps it as a beer of real premium quality. Premium quality that costs you no premium in price.
Light and lively, bright and sparkling, yet just as smooth. What a flavor combination. And you're sure it's pure.
And now on to Dick Calmer as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Now, look, Mary. Yeah? It doesn't intrigue me one bit. A guy just doesn't vanish from the roof of a building without some gimmick. Oh, there's somebody at the door. I'll call you later.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm coming. Why, hello.
Are you Boston Blackie?
That's right. Come on in.
Thanks. Blackie, I want you to help me.
Well, the way you look, no matter what you want, you can help yourself.
Now, stop, Blackie, please. I'm in trouble.
All right.
My name is Marge Stanton.
That's your trouble?
No, of course not. I want you to find Paul Martin.
You mean the guy who disappeared from the roof of the Knickerbocker?
That's right. Now, Blackie, please, I want you to find him.
Now, look, baby, you don't expect me to fall for a stupid gimmick like a guy vanishing from a roof.
Yeah, but...
Things like that just don't happen.
Well, this one did.
Marge, if he was on the roof, and he isn't there now, he dropped down. Haven't you ever heard of Sir Isaac Newton and his law of gravity?
I don't care about laws, Blackie. Paul was in danger, and he knew it.
Yeah, this is beginning to sound a little more interesting. Tell me some more.
Well, Paul was holding on to $50,000 worth of bonds.
Yeah.
He gave me this envelope and told me to keep it in case anything happened to him.
What's in the envelope?
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
Well, go ahead and open it now.
All right.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's just a slip of paper with 2 words on it.
2 words on it?
Yeah. Pepper, salt.
Look, Marge, you wait here. I'm going to get my coat.
You'll help me, Blackie.
Certainly, I'm going to show you this whole thing is a big elaborate joke. And while I'm at it, I'm going to find your boyfriend who doesn't seem to give a fig for Sir Isaac Newton.
Now, you see, Blackie,
Yeah.
I was standing over there watching an airplane when Paul disappeared from this roof.
Uh-huh. And where was Paul standing the last time you saw him?
Over there, near the railing.
Anybody else up here on the roof?
Yes. 2 of Paul's gangster friends, Whitey Whittaker and Gabble Conrad.
Yeah, well, Conrad, I thought he was doing a stretch for a payroll holdup.
He did it. He was released 2 days ago.
Well, what are we all doing up here?
Well, we were up here getting some air, waiting for Terry Thompson, Chief Gabble's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then we were going to do the town.
Now, you say Paul was standing right here?
That's right. And Whitey and Gabble were standing over there near that door.
Come here, Annie.
Huh?
Look over the side of this railing. See that bird standing on a ledge a little way down there?
Mm-hmm.
There's how your boyfriend disappeared.
I don't know what you mean.
Paul had a rope looped around the stone ledge with both ends of the rope firmly anchored in the room below it.
What?
When no one was looking, he disappeared over the side onto the ledge and then slid into the room on the rope.
Oh, no.
Once in the room, he untied the rope, pulled it in, and walked away.
But why would he do that?
Say, what was between you and Paul Martin?
He wanted to marry me.
And you?
Well, I love him, Blackie, but I just wouldn't admit it.
I see.
I told him I wouldn't marry him until he gave up those friends of his, Whitey and Gabble.
Marge, I got news for you.
What?
Paul wanted to disappear.
What?
He wanted you to worry about him. Now go on home and wait for him. He'll come back.
If you're going to jump, Blackie, I'll hold your coat.
Oh, hello, Faraday. What are you doing up on this roof? Looking for stool pigeons?
I'd like to give you the bird. Who's this?
I'm Marge Stanton.
Hello.
Blackie just showed me how my boyfriend, Paul Martin, disappeared from this roof.
Oh, he did he?
Sure, it was simple. The guy framed a gimmick to disappear so that his girlfriend would worry about him.
He did. Now, let me tell you, he really wanted her to worry.
Really?
We found Paul Martin lying in a ditch with 5 bullet holes in him 10 miles from here.
Hi, Gabbo. I want to go with you.
I said no, Terry. When I pick up Whitey, you're getting out and scrambling back to the apartment.
Oh,
Only the 2 of us, Whitey and me, are going for those bonds. Now shut up and stop arguing.
oh, nuts.
I'm sorry, baby. I just don't want you to get hurt.
The Black Museum. Horror and mystery based on Scotland Yard's collection, Orson Welles was both host and narrator for stories of horror and mystery based on Scotland Yard's collection of murder weapons and various ordinary objects once associated with historical true crime cases. Walking through the museum, Welles would pause at one of the exhibits, and his description of an artifact served as a device to lead into a wryly narrated dramatized tale of a brutal murder or a vicious crime. In the United States, the series aired on the Mutual Network between January 1st and December 30th, 1952. Beginning May 7th, 1953, it was also broadcast over Radio Luxembourg sponsored by the cleaning products Dreft and Miro. Since the BBC carried no commercials, Radio Luxembourg aired sponsored programs at night to England. In the United States, a program of similar scope, using many of the same picked cases as the Black Museum, and nearly mirroring its broadcast run was broadcast by NBC called Whitehall 1212. The two shows were different in the respect that while Whitehall 1212 told the story of a case entirely from the point of view of the police starting from the crime scene, the Black Museum was more heavily dramatized and played out scenes of the actual murders and included scenes from the criminal's point of view. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
I got great plans for us.
Oh, Gabbo.
Now, just take it easy, baby. I'm driving. Save it for later, huh?
Okay. Hey, you never told me what happened to Paul on that roof. How'd you arrange it?
Oh, I didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, it was all his big idea. I arranged what happened to him after.
Oh. Well, I don't get the roof thing.
Well, he wanted to make his snooty girlfriend worry about him, so he pulled the disappearing act.
But how did he do it?
Down a rope into a window on a top floor.
Just to impress his dame, he disappears?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh, okay, baby. There's Whitey on the corner.
I see him.
Now, you go back to the apartment and wait for me. As soon as we get our hands on the dough, we're blowing town.
Okay, Gabbo. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Gabbo, shine a flashlight over here.
Okay, Whitey.
Yeah, just like I thought.
What?
Yeah, these steps go down to the basement. Come on.
Yeah, right with you.
That's it. Old man Pot sure built himself a big basement for his farmhouse.
Yeah, Whitey. I'm glad I remembered Paul cracking about where the stuff is hidden.
Yeah. Now there's just us two to split that 50 grand.
Yeah, that Paul sure was a jerk. Huh?
Imagine Lug trying to make an impression on a dame by slipping off the roof on a rope. He went straight to the hideout. We find him. And then... goodbye, Paul.
Yeah. It's easy to split 50 grand 2 ways.
3 ways?
You need an accountant.
That's pretty funny, Gab.
Okay. But it ain't finding us the bonds.
Yeah, shine your light around on the wall. No, they're too smooth.
Yeah.
And the floor's made out of rocks.
It could be under one of them.
That figures.
Sure.
Yeah, but which one?
Well, look for one without any cement around it.
Yeah.
Hey, Whitey, look.
That's our baby, Gabbo.
Sure.
Put your flashlight down. Give me a hand.
All right.
That's it. Come on, Gabbo. A little more. Push it. Come on. There it is. All right, quick, the flashlight. Shine it down here.
It's there, all right.
Yeah, a little box with $50,000.
I waited 7 years for this.
So did I, Gabbo. Now, I don't want any partners, so I'm cutting you out with this gun of mine.
Why, you dirty rat.
Oh!
Blackie, Whitey, and Gabbo must have killed Paul, but how do we find them?
Well, the only clue Paul left is the slip of paper with those 2 words on it, pepper and salt.
Yes.
Did they mean anything to you?
No, Blackie. But,
But what?
well, it might be the hiding place of those bonds.
Well, where did Paul get the bonds?
Well, Paul and Whitey and Gabbo were all in on a payroll robbery. Gabbo was the one who was caught.
I see.
Paul had the money to hide, only he didn't want any hot cash, so he bought bonds in my name and hid them.
And these 2 words could tell us where those bonds are hidden.
Yes.
Yeah, pepper and salt, pepper dash, salt dash. Yeah, well, in place of those dashes, I could put words. Now, let's see. Pepper, pot, salt, cellar, pot, cellar. Does that make any sense to you?
Pot, cellar, pots. Blackie, Paul used to talk about the old Potts farm.
That's it. The cellar of the old Potts farm. Come on, honey. Let's call Faraday.
Yes.
We'll go down to that basement and maybe solve this case by an underground movement. right,
ain't
Marge.
scared.
It's perfectly all right. Faraday is here. Or is that really why you're scared?
Yeah, Blackie, you belong on the Potts farm. You're responsible for more corn than the state of Iowa. Watch your step. We're going down the cellar.
Blackie, stay close to me.
It'll be a pleasure.
Okay, mastermind. What do we do now?
Something's buried here, and we have to find it. That's what we have to do.
You couldn't manage for it to be you.
Inspector,
Yeah.
will you shine your light over here?
Hey. Looks like somebody's already been here.
Yeah,
The stone on the floor's been moved recently. Come on, Faraday. Help me lift this rock.
Okay, Blackie. Hold my light, Miss Stanton.
Yes, Inspector.
Once more, Faraday.
Okay, Blackie. Who's the body?
That's Whitey Whitaker.
Oh, fine. There was supposed to be bonds or something out here that would lead us to Paul Martin's killer. What do I find? A corpse.
Take it easy, Faraday. All this means is that Gabbo got here and killed Whitey. He has the bonds.
Okay, then what are we waiting for? Let's get him.
Sure, anything you say, but how do you find one guy with $50,000 worth of bonds in a city of a couple of million people?
Premium quality, yes, sir. Premium quality that is yours to enjoy at no premium in price.
Now, that's something worth remembering. But every time you pour your glass of champagne velvet, you're reminded that you're enjoying a real premium quality beer at no premium in price. You know, of course, that more costly malt and grain, higher priced hops, and more careful and costly brewing methods are all a part of CV's famous $1 million formula. So CV has to have unmistakable premium quality. CV's flavor tells you all of that. It's bright and sparkling, light and lively from foam to finish, with the rich, robust, and full-bodied flavor of a real honest-to-goodness beer. Real premium quality beer. But that's not all. It has a clear, clean taste, given it by controlled aging. A taste that makes you sure it's pure.
And it's smooth, smooth, smooth. Just as smooth.
And now, back to Boston Blackie. Paul Martin disappears from the roof of the Knickerbocker building, only to turn up dead in a ditch miles from where he vanished. Paul had attempted the disappearing stunt to test the love of his girlfriend, Marge Stanton. But Gabbo Conrad, an underworld friend who has just finished a 7-year term in prison, learns of the stunt and kills Paul. And then kills another accomplice, Whitey Whitaker. As we return to our story, it is the next morning, and Blackie walks into Faraday's office.
Come in, Blackie. I got news for you.
You found Gabbo and the bonds, Faraday?
Not yet, but I'll buy your explanation for Paul Martin's disappearance from the roof.
Now, isn't that nice?
No.
Is that why you sent for me?
No, but one of my men found some rope in a room on the top floor of the Knickerbocker building.
About time.
The lab checked and discovered stone particles in the rope that matched the stone from the ledge.
Well, that's one problem out of the way.
I admit
Now
it.
what can't I do for you?
Now, Mastermind, how would you go about finding Gabbo Conrad?
I don't know. He's probably out of the city by this time.
No, Blackie, I've had every exit covered. This town is tighter than a drum. Where can he be?
It seems to me that Gabbo is in your hair.
There's no room for the two of you there. A couple of the boys are out checking a lead right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, a stool pigeon came through with the tip that Gabbo has a girlfriend who's been waiting for him, a gal named Terry Thompson.
That checks.
Why?
Marge told me that they were waiting for her up on the roof the day Paul Martin disappeared.
Yeah, well, the boys are trying to find her.
Good.
Maybe if we find her, we find Gabbo.
And if you don't, you find yourself out of a job.
No.
Happy hunting, Inspector. I'm going to see Marge Stanton.
Any special reason?
Sure. Maybe between the two of us, we can dream up a way for you to nab Gabbo.
Darn this. Oh. Just a minute. Who is it?
Good morning, Marge. It's Blackie.
Oh, Blackie, wait a minute, will you? I've just been washing out something. Okay, I'm coming, Blackie. There.
Hi, Marge.
Hello. Come on in.
Thank you.
Have they found Gabbo?
Not yet, Marge, but Faraday's men are following a lead on Terry Thompson right now.
Gabbo's girlfriend.
That's it.
Say, he must be with her.
Know where she lives?
No, Blackie, I don't. I never even met her. I hope they find Gabbo.
And the bonds.
The bonds?
Well, they're in your name. Marge, my girl, I just thought of something.
What?
After I make a phone call, those bonds are going to put Gabbo Conrad in irons.
$50,000 worth of bonds.
Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm. As soon as we cash them, we're on our way.
Can't be too soon for me, Gabbo.
Just you and me, Terry, baby.
Mm-hmm.
7 years I dreamt about this.
Me too.
I got so I thought I'd never see you.
That's a good thing Whitey was such a lousy shot or you wouldn't be here.
Nah, forget Whitey, baby. I took care of him.
But good.
Here, come here, give me a kiss.
Sure, Gabbo. Hey.
Huh?
Hey, look outside.
What?
There's a patrol car stopping in front of the house.
Come on, out the back, through the window.
Well, the cops may be back here, too.
Nah, those dumb cops think the only way out of here is through the front door. Come on, baby. Help me lift this window.
Okay, Gabbo.
Come on, baby. Step on it. Cops don't stay stupid long. I'll go first and catch you coming out.
Hurry, Gabbo, hurry. I think I hear him coming down the hall.
Take it easy, baby. We're doing fine, just fine. Here I go. Okay, baby, jump.
Here goes.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
My car's around the corner.
I'm with you. Only keep down, Gabbo.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna be no target for tonight.
Where's your car?
Right over there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Come on, Terry, run. Okay, hold it.
Yeah?
So far, so good.
We clear?
Yeah, get in and start the motor.
Well, where are you going?
Never mind, get in and start the motor.
Okay. Gabbo, hurry up.
Yeah, in a minute.
What are you doing in back of the car?
Keep your eyes peeled for the car.
I'm watching, but will you come up from behind the car?
In a minute, I tell you.
Hey, Gabbo, here they come.
Okay, okay, I'm coming.
Hurry up.
All right, feel the gas, baby. We're off.
Yeah.
Hey,
They're
what?
shooting at us.
Well, let them. We can't hit anything. Yeah, listen.
Hey, what was that, Gabbo?
Just took some air out of those fat cops.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to know what I was doing before in back of the car?
Yeah?
I was spreading broken glass all over the road.
Oh.
Yeah. Sort of a welcome mat.
Boy. Copy, boy.
Yeah, yes, Chuck. I'll be right over there.
Hello, Reynolds.
Chuck, this is Blackie.
Hiya, Blackie.
Hi.
Just a minute. Let me close this door so I can talk to you.
Okay.
That's better. Blackie, you're working on that Whitey Whitaker murder, aren't you?
How'd you know?
Anytime Faraday gets stuck, you're always around to unstuck him.
Well, don't tell that to Faraday. He'd blow his top.
Don't worry, I won't. What can I do for you?
I'm giving you 2 stories.
2? Great.
Well, one's a plan,
Huh?
but the other will be the story of the killer's capture.
Okay, Blackie, count me in. What do you want me to do?
I want you to run that plant story in your first edition.
Shoot. I'll take it down over the phone.
All right. The Whitey Whitaker murder is tied to the killing of Paul Martin. He's the guy who disappeared from the roof.
Got it?
And one mug did both jobs.
Uh-huh.
His name is Gabbo. And your story is going to tell the tale.
You big lummox. Letting Gabbo Conrad outsmart you. I ought to put you out pounding a beat again.
But, Inspector Faraday, I told you he threw glass all over the road.
Yeah? Well, after he got out of the house, you should have followed... Hello?
If you yell any louder, you won't need a phone.
Blackie, what do you want?
I'm in Marge Stanton's apartment, and I'm going to catch Gabbo Conrad for you.
Yeah, thanks. We almost caught him ourselves. All right, mastermind. Let's hear your idea.
Well, when Paul Martin bought those bonds, he bought them for his girlfriend, Marge Stanton. They were made out to her, so she tells me. Those bonds are useless to Gabbo unless he can get Marge to sign them.
I suppose Gabbo is going to walk right up to her front door and just ask her to sign on the dotted line.
That's right, Faraday.
Right.
Gabbo probably doesn't know about needing her signature. If he did, he'd been after Marge before this. But we're going to tell him.
Yeah? How?
I just called Chuck Reynolds of the Daily Express. He promised to run a front-page story on it in the first edition that should hit the stands in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Then Gabbo will come after Marge, and we'll grab him.
Blackie, this Gabbo's a two-term killer. Now, I don't want you putting that girl's life in jeopardy.
Hold it, Faraday. Gabbo won't know about this for another 3 hours when the paper comes out.
Right.
By that time, you'll have posted a double guard around Marge Stanton's apartment house so that the minute Gabbo shows up, you take care of him for a showdown.
Well, that sounds okay.
Of course it's okay, and it'll work. I'll come down to talk to you about it.
Okay, Blackie, so long.
Well, Marge, we're all set.
Blackie, are you sure it will work?
Absolutely sure. Gabbo, if and when he sees the story, can't possibly be around for another 3 hours.
Yes.
Now, can I leave you alone for a while?
Well, where are you going?
Down to Faraday's office to check the protection that he's going to throw around this building.
But how long will you be gone?
About an hour, not more.
Oh, no.
Now, don't worry. When Gabbo comes up to get you to sign over those bonds, we'll take him over the coals.
Slow down, Gabbo. We're coming to the airport.
Okay, Terry, relax.
Look, I can't wait until we get out of this town. But I want to make it in one piece.
Don't worry, baby, we will. I got a private plane chartered. Now relax, will you?
Sure.
Turn on the radio. Yeah, that sounds nice. Just listen to it and stop worrying, huh?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you an exclusive bulletin from the city room of the Daily Express.
Let's get this.
The $50,000 in bonds stolen by the killer of Paul Martin and Whitey Whitaker are no good to the thief unless they're endorsed by Marjorie Stanton, ex-girlfriend of Martin.
What?
Read the complete story in the Express. On the street in 3 hours.
Hey, Gabbo.
Shut up. We're going to get Marge. Boy, radio is a great invention.
Boy, it's a good thing you had the car radio going, Gabbo.
Yeah, Terry, that news flash was a lucky break, all right. Papers wouldn't have it for another couple of hours.
What'd you say Marge's apartment was?
Brooklyn 4C.
Oh.
Yeah, this looks like it.
You sure?
Yeah, wait a minute. It's a name over the doorbell.
Whose is it?
Marjorie Stanton, yeah.
Oh.
This is it.
Okay.
Who is it?
She knows my voice. You answer it.
What'll I say?
Who's there?
I don't know. Say something.
Miss Stanton?
Yes?
I got a package for you.
Oh, all right.
And I'm the pack.
Yes,
Hello.
that's right.
Gabbo, you're not going
Grab
to...
her, Terry. She's making for the window.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Okay, baby, sit down.
Keep an eye on her while I look around the apartment.
If she makes a move, I'll crown her with this lamp. What do you want? Relax, stupid. We're not going to hurt you much.
You're Terry, aren't you?
Yeah.
I thought so.
You're the babe who thought she was too good for Paul.
Let go.
Well, Gabbo?
Plain as a whistle.
Swell.
Nobody here. Now let's get down to business, huh?
Here are the bonds, Gabbo.
And I've got the fountain pen.
Good.
Okay, Marge, sign on the dotted line.
Who told you about that? You weren't supposed to know.
Well, you see, Marge, it's like this. We're riding along in our limousine, see, enjoying the sights.
I'm planning our future.
Yeah. And listening to some lovely type music over the radio when suddenly some fat announcer says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you an exclusive bulletin from the city room of the Daily Express." Ain't that the way you started, Terry?
Yeah, but you say it much better, Gabbo.
Oh, thanks. Well, then he says the bonds for which Gabbo Conrad, that's me, see, has already committed 2 murders. They ain't no good without your signature.
So we came here to get it.
So, Marge, sign your name on the dotted line.
No.
Marge, I got no time to fool. Now sign your name here.
Not signing a thing until she sees the
Hey,
lawyer.
what?
Blackie, you came back. Look out, Gabbo's got a gun, Blackie.
Won't get a chance to use it.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, no, you're not. You're staying right here.
Good going, Marge. Now I'll finish off this lad.
Blackie, be careful.
Well, that's that. 2 down and none to go.
Blackie, how'd you get here so fast? I thought you wouldn't be back for another hour.
Well, I heard the bulletin over my car radio and realized that Gabbo might hear the same thing.
That's right.
So back I came without seeing Faraday. Say, I think I'd better call him now. He ought to be informed that he just caught a killer, don't you think?
Make mine CV, because for me there is no finer beer. And it's just as smooth.
Make mine CV. So many folks who know good beer when they taste it have said just that. Time after time, that Champagne Velvet is not only the leading beer by far in its home state of Indiana, but it is preferred by particular people everywhere that it is sold. There's only one reason for that, and that is flavor. The bright, sparkling, light and lively flavor of a real premium quality beer. Premium quality that costs you no premium in price. The rich, robust, and full-bodied flavor of real, honest-to-goodness beer. And the clear, clean taste that makes you sure it's pure.
So make yours CV, because for you, there is no finer beer. You're sure it's pure, and it's just as smooth.
And now, here is a preview of what happens next week.
What do you want?
A job loading cargo.
Experience?
Plenty.
Who sent you?
Nobody.
Sorry, Mac.
My name's Sam Crawford.
Okay, Sam, but there's no job.
What do you mean, no job? This dock's busy. You haven't got enough guys out there to move this stuff, and you know it.
Sure, I know it, but there's still no job.
What's the angle?
Nobody gets to work on this dock without an okay from Fred Palmer.
The guy doing all the yelling?
No, that's Foghorn Morton, the boss of this crew.
Now, who's this guy Palmer? What's his racket?
He runs this dock.
Oh, like that, huh?
Yeah.
Look, I need a job real bad, but I'm not paying anybody.
Well, I could use you, no getting away from that.
Chris, there's been an accident.
What happened?
It's Sloan. We just found him crushed under a crate. He's dead.
Okay, get back on the job. I'll take care of it.
Right.
Still want that job, Sam?
Yeah, sure.
You may change your mind when you hear what I got to tell you.
May change my mind, not a chance.
You heard about that guy Sloan getting killed.
Yeah?
I gave him a job yesterday. He didn't have no okay from Palmer either.